Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Irvin. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
At the 25-yard line.
On the set.
He'll look to throw. This is caught by McMillan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Man, that is one fearless wide receiver right there because he knows he's going to take a shot, and he did. That's one of those situations where you know you're going to feel it one way or the other, so you might as well hang on to it, and he does for good yardage.
Now he's going to, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Odafe Oweh showing off the pass rush skills. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. On play action, they'll throw. That's caught. Emeka Egbuka. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Falcons are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Intercepted. It's a turnover on downs.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, ram. Go. Taylor tight. Hey, Ray. Go. Set.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Short throw caught by Pitts. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Falcons! Bijan Robinson That's career touchdown number 131, and it ties him with Chris Carter for number 8 on the all-time list. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
48-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. To the right side, hauled in by McMillan. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the short.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Bucky Irving. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a 2nd and 10. Robinson up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. The tale of 2 extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Falcons. Keandre Lambert-Smith with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. A run up the middle with Irving. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Bucky Irving with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Baylor tight. Go. Alert, move. 5-9, 5-9. Set.
Here's Herbert. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Back now in Atlanta's second quarter action, the Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Grenade. Run. Hey, easy. Go. Set. Grenade. Ready.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Gravity line. Ready.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Go. Hey, Hey, Kappa.
After the run, now Herbert to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
On the ground, it's Irving to start the drive.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers.
And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Bucs 3-yard line.
Go.
Robinson again. And he will again go backwards as they drive him back to the 4-yard line.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Touchdown!
Bijan Robinson.
He scored on the ground and through the air. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep.
Ready, set.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Rig alert, 70 ring, 19, Tiger, 19. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run here with Irving. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
A lot depend on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
2nd and 2. Looking middle, and he finds McMillan. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Street. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
1st and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. Let go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. From 4 yards out. And the Bucs get a late score here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Herbert now. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Coleman troops right. Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And a penalty flag comes goes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Delta to Hunt. 21. Set.
Back to throw here, Herbert. This is caught. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. I tell the G, watch him do it.
Second and goal from the 1.
5-9, 5-9. Set. 80. Route. Set.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Darius Slayton as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's go now. 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ray.
Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but two Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 750.
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with touchdown number 20 on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
Buccaneers 21. Kaimi Fairbairn set to kick
So
off.
after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Ready? 70 Lions. Set. Hurt. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man is Ibuka. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw. That one complete to Naylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. Everybody picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now 2nd and 9.
Dragon 60. Hurt. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll find McMillan here. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Riggs, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Cut 19, cut 19.
Back to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Next the score, Falcons 45, Buccaneers 21. Ka'imi Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6. Back to throw. This is caught by McMillan. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff running left, Irving. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jonathan Grenard. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the 1st half have now followed them into the 2nd half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Hey, let's go now.
This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 128 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now they go screen. It's complete. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
Cowboy 80.
2nd and 11. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On the jump.
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Now back to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first. Down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The Bucs try it on 4th down to come up empty. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap, been a bit.
There he goes, right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, 52 yards. And the Falcons add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. On for the PAT, Ka'imi Fairbairn. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 59, Buccaneers 21. Ka'imi Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just haven't been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Hold it ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Street, Dragon, Cougar 19.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
A gain of 15. First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
2nd and 4. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. This is caught. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
59. Buccaneers, 28.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out with this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Here's Herbert. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Pushing his way through. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
157 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First down. 1st and goal, Tampa Bay.
Looking to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown, Buccaneers.
That's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second and 7.
Here's second and 7.
Lion. Set. Delta to Hunt. Hey, go Lion. Go. Green Hunt.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
59.
Herbert now. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably